Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Tony Hawk's Underground. This is part 12, and you're probably wondering why I'm back on top of the big surf hotel in Hawaii. That's because I forgot to show you guys where the secret tape is in Hawaii. It is right here over in this corner. You have to grind down this wire and it should be about there on the wire. That's all you gotta do for it. So you can actually get that, like I said in the last video earlier, because you can get up there pretty much as soon as you get to Hawaii. But now we are going to go back to Vancouver and start some missions. But actually first I'll probably show you guys how to get the secret video in Vancouver, as long as we're on that tangent. The secret video in Vancouver is probably the hardest of all the levels to get. You'll see two domes here. One on this side of the hotel, one on the other side. Check to see that you have this one right here over the hockey rink, and go down to the side with the pagoda on it. Go down to the other end of the street, find a car, sketch it, and then when you get near the pagoda, as we will be in a second, you are going to release the sketch, spine transfer up, and then as you go off this little lip, jump, and you should get the tape right there over. It'll be hanging way above the dome. As long as we're here, we are going to go to this mission where this cameraman tells you that he heard about your footage and that he doesn't think it's true because you're not even a pro, but he needs some extra little footage for the video, so you know, we should probably get 25,000 points over here somewhere, because you know we're going to be all over this video. So a little bit of flatland there covers that up. This mission over here is the driving mission for Vancouver. It is a leaf blower cart, and so we get to borrow it from the leaf blower guy cleaning up the plazas if we do his job for him, just to give it a test run. The leaf blower cart probably has the worst driving mechanics of anything in the game. It's very slow and very cumbersome, and it's very hard to drive exactly where you want, and it tends to tip over a lot. But this mission does take a little bit of time, but all the piles are in a series like a line sort of, and the arrow will tell you where they are, and the power fish show you where they are if you can't see them, because they pile leaves fitting in very well with the plaza background. But as long as you don't get too far off track, you should do it in time, because every pile you hit gives you about 4 or 5 more seconds to get to the next pile. So even if you're really low on time, you could theoretically still finish the mission. This mission does take you around most of Vancouver. It doesn't take you inside of the hotel or the underground, I don't think. But there are quite a few piles to hit. Like I said though, as long as you follow the path and don't get too sidetracked, you should be able to complete it with no problem. And I think there might be 3 or 4 left to go around here. I really do not like the leaf blower cart, and the unfortunate thing is there are 2 missions where you have to use it. I believe it is the only one besides the required one in Vancouver where there are 2 missions requiring the use of a driving cart. But yeah, that'll take you pretty much around the city. It won't take you down into the underground though. The underground is just a giant hockey rink. And the 2 sides, there's lots of missions in this chapter. Here's another one. This is another guy doing his part, and we are supposed to do some flat land behind him to get some extra footage in, but we are supposed to practice first by doing these tricks in case we didn't do the flatland mission in San Diego. So this would also be the first introduction to multiple flatland tricks if you didn't do that mission. I believe when I first played this game, this was the first time I came into other flatland tricks other than just manuals. But there'll be a series of doubles that you have to hit. You do have to hit both of them before you land it, otherwise it doesn't count. And then the last one is a single. And then we have to come up here to do background footage, and we only have to get 1,000 points. Yes, that's it, 1,000 points. You can get that pretty much doing a manual for a few seconds. Before I do any more missions though, we're gonna go do the pro move for Vancouver. It is from Bob Burnquist, who tells us that he's working on a new manual, the Casper Handstand. And we have to hit it through the underground. I believe on harder difficulties there's more checkpoints to hit. On this one I think there's just one. And so the Casper Handstand is doing a handstand upside down on a board and moving as if it had wheels. Because we've already established that this game loves to be realistic. But I believe there is one more mission until we go onto the chapter final.
Hey, bro.
And we are supposed to follow this guy with a camera like we did in Manhattan with that other skater. Again, harder difficulties, longer you have to follow him. But on any difficulty, it's not that hard. All you gotta do is keep them in frame. And just like that, you're done with that. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 missions. This one's pretty easy though.
Is he busting some fat ones?
The guy that's supposed to be skating this part is really drunk. So we have to do his parts for him, and this introduces yet another thing: nollies and pressures. So those are just different types of ways to enter combos as opposed to ollies. So we started the nollies, and then we have to do 2 pressure flips, which are just one less button click than a nollie. And now we are supposed to get 5,000 points starting either with nollies or pressure flips. And just like that, we have that part done too. Oh man, there are more missions than I thought there were. I'm sorry guys, I thought that was a smaller chapter. There should be 2 missions in the hotel. And here's one from Bender, who says, we had a crazy party in the hotel last night, and of course everybody stole our stuff. Because people like to steal people's stuff in this game, and you have to go get it. So there's yet another go find the bad guy with the skull over his head. Again, this is another mission where harder difficulties, there's more guys to find. This one gives you 2 minutes to find one guy. He can be pretty much anywhere in the level. He doesn't actually have like a starting location, I don't think. I think it's actually random where he is. So it does take you a bit to find him, and he's down there. This is where I usually find him, because it takes me about that long to find him. But just like that, we already got that one done. And in fact, I think I will go do this transfer mission up here. At least I think this is a transfer mission. Oh no, this is not the transfer mission. This is where there are t-shirts from every Slam City competition. And if you look on the right side, if you want to pause or anything, you can look at who won the street and vert competitions in those years. There are 10 shirts together, because that's how old the competition is at that point in the game, which would be about 2004. This game came out in 2003. So this is the final mission, and this one is a driving mission, except it's not that leaf blower cart. It is a limo. We have to go drive around Vancouver and pick everybody up for the video premiere. Gotta do this fast though, because there's a cutscene after it, and I might run out of time, but I doubt it. There's some pretty odd places, like this one guy standing on the hockey rink. This guy that we have to drive a limo through a statue and a wall on a walking path, but they give you plenty of time. All you got to do is drive around following the arrow, again picking people up, and then driving to the entrance to the competition, which after you unlock the Slam City level, I believe you might be able to walk in there and transfer automatically, but I don't know. And this will be the premiere of the video. The disappointing thing is we don't actually get to see the video itself, because we arrive slightly late. So we are running in to make sure we get to see our part and get our recognition.
Did I miss my part? Part? You weren't even in it. But Eric's part ruled. He did the sickest rooftop.
And Jordan tells us that we're not even in the video, but Eric did this sick hotel gap. So Eric screwed us again. He edited the video footage and made our part look like he did it. And so Todd and the team make Eric their brand new pro for doing that gap that you in fact did. And they talk about his new pro board coming out, and of course you're raging mad.
You poached my shots. Where's my footage?
So Eric says that he kind of lost the footage, and then he could have put it in the video. Eric thinks we would have taken it slightly better than this. And we are probably going to run out of time for this cutscene. It is a bit long because there's yet another section. We'll see if this takes... Yes, this will probably violate the time limit, although I don't know. And this is the sign-up sheet for the Slam City competition. And even though we are still an AM, we sign up for the pro competition.
You're a pro?
And the guy tells us, I don't think you're a pro, and he says somebody made a mistake. And with that, we are out of time. I will leave you with